Are good?
Yeah.
Bueno.
Dos,
right.
dos, un, dos, tres. Sí.
This is going to be on it. All right, cool.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Fueled by Brujas. On this episode, we'll be real with you. We're redoing an episode with Angel. We already had some sick-ass times and sick-ass talks that we have to redo due to technical
I was going to be like,
difficulties.
are we not going to talk about the second part? But, all right, I guess we're going to talk about it.
Probably. Just, I mean, because we spoke about this, so it might be
Okay.
like, oh, like last time.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it was a fail.
No, the conversation was not a fail. The recording was a fail. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. This place is perfect. Never fail.
Anyways, what's up? How are you doing?
What's up? Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back, man.
It's been like 2 weeks.
Different house.
Different house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first time we showed at my house, and it was super fucking hot.
Yeah.
And we didn't get the audio. So now we're fucking doing it for the second time.
Yeah.
Thanks for agreeing to do this again,
Hey,
Angel.
Another reason to hang out with you guys.
Oh,
true.
man.
It's true.
Excited.
Otherwise, I'm hanging out with you.
Yeah.
So we talked about a lot of things last time. One of my favorite things we talked about, I'm just gonna jump in. Horror nights.
Mm-hmm.
We all love horror nights. A lot. What are the mazes this year, Angel?
All right, so
Can't tell you. He can't tell you.
I hope you're a fan of Stranger Things.
We all know that one. So Angel works at Universal.
I work at Universal
Yeah.
since 2013, and no, I can't give you comp tickets.
No.
Yeah, I mean, because when we first started talking about it, we started from the beginning. It's like, when was the first time
Yeah.
you guys attended?
Yeah, which I don't remember anymore. So go ahead and tell me again.
Well, he didn't tell us all of them. He just told us like Stranger Things.
That's not even what we're talking about right now.
Sorry, guys.
Bro, wow.
I'm eating my food. Sorry.
We're talking about the
The
first, time we
you
ever
attended.
went. And you're like, you didn't tell us all of them? Oh my god, dude, you would
Sorry,
think you're
guys.
fucking high. Jesus.
He's got the munchies.
We're
I got the munchies right now.
We're gonna count you out of this conversation right now. You can jump back in when you're ready.
Okay, you guys can go ahead.
Okay, bye. When was the first time you
The
went?
first time I
Horror
went was 2014 because it was employee preview. I've always wanted to go as a kid, but like, I didn't have a job. So with employee preview, it was my first time just experiencing everything I would see in the commercials, see in the billboards, and I had a blast. But that was because it was my first time.
Yeah.
So like, if I go every year, and I also haven't gone to Not Scary Farm, I haven't gone to Six Flags, I haven't gone to the other one, so I had nothing to compare Horror Nights to.
Yeah.
So yeah, my first time experiencing that Halloween spectacle of haunt was amazing.
Halloween spectacle of haunt.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we should name like the description
Right,
of this
Halloween.
this podcast should be that.
That's
I love
fucking
it.
awesome. When was your first time? Oh, sorry. What were you gonna say?
Go ahead. What was your first time,
Yeah, when
Shay?
was your first time?
It's a story. I was 2016. Me and Damien had not just started dating. This was like our first year into this thing we got going. And I had never been to anything besides like Six Flags when I was like 13, and I loved it, but I just never went back. And I was terrified of horror nights. I thought it was gonna be the scariest shit ever. And like, I loved horror, but I wasn't into getting scared. So I took a Xanax before, and then we did the like little opening ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just chilling, like, all right, is this, well, like, when are they going to chase us? Like, what's happening? And we're at the very front. So, like, everyone starts running. I'm like, why is everyone running? This is ridiculous. But, yeah, we went through everything. And, like, I was scared to be in the front, but I was in the front most of the, yeah, right? All of them. And I didn't jump or get scared. And I was like, oh, it's because I had a Xanax, like, obviously. But we got the freaking fear pass, so we kept going back. And nothing scares me. Like, it scares me, but I'm not going to jump.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard for me because I see them in the break room. I'm like,
It's amazing.
so I just see them out there. It's like, hey, man, good job, you know? But, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's so funny seeing them like break out a character too, because I see them do that all the time. It's so fucking funny.
When they're, like, walking behind the buildings. Yeah. Yeah.
What was your first, Damien?
My first, I think, was 2015. I can't remember. I just remember Dracula. where
Dracula Untold.
Yeah, Dracula
Look that
Untold.
up. Wasn't it 2014?
I think it was 2014, but that was I remember being fucking terrified. I remember that one being like really fucking good. 2014.
Was this like your? Oh, that's like we had the same one then.
Yeah, you guys had the same.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
I
cool.
think we talked about that last time. You guys had the same
Oh
first
fuck, that's awesome.
year. Yeah.
Was this your first like haunt?
Yeah,
Yeah,
first haunt. I
first
didn't
haunt?
like
Same.
scary stuff back then, like getting scared, you know, and yeah. It's
I mean,
fucking
I
crazy.
kind of feel like that. I just more feel like not knowing what to expect your first time. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like, oh, this might be the ultimate in scares.
Fuck yeah.
Especially with the production Universal puts.
That's
Which,
exactly what I thought.
yeah.
I thought it was gonna be scary as shit, and like everywhere I went, I would not be able to get away from it, and like. People would always talk about how they like go and scare you in the bathroom, but they don't scare you in the bathroom. They scare you up until the doorway of the bathroom because they can't go in the bathroom. That's pretty fucking scary if you're running.
Yeah, they gotten a lot more lenient now because people have like tried to sue them for their content. But yeah, you can't. Obviously, they won't touch you, and if
Yeah.
they do, you could report that.
Dude, one time we saw them at Touch Like a Girl, remember?
But I think they knew them. Like they were friends. Cause like he like grabbed a girl and they all started cracking up. But I think it was cause
Yeah, there's a lot of backstage stuff
Yeah.
that goes on when guest interactions where people lose their jobs over something that probably wasn't their fault, but
yeah,
their Universal prioritizes their guests.
yeah.
They
I
would
understand.
rather have a guest have a good experience than have a seasoned veteran kind of just lose their job.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Which I mean sucks, but at the same time like
The guests had fun though. That's
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's nuts. Anyway, so have you been to oh my god, what am I trying to say? I want to say Corn because Cornfields is in this.
Haunted Hayride?
No, but that's a good one to talk about.
We haven't gone to that yet.
I have.
Oh, yeah.
I went. I liked it.
Did you go on the little corn? Because there's a year I went on it, and they kind of just, it's like a little tour through the corn mazes, and there's people doing stunts on like big poles.
That
and,
was my favorite
yeah,
part. So
that
it's
was
the
cool.
actual hayride because when I went, it was before they had the like other mazes that are kind of crazy now, and I really, really want to go, but we just haven't had the chance to go. But that pole thing
That was cool.
my favorite.
Because you think they're just gonna land on you, but they kind of
It's
just go back.
So insane! Like those people are talented as hell. I couldn't.
It's
do
creative. First time
so
I see that.
It's so creative and like just the whole thing like that. The part that really like irked me is because I have like a thing for like demons. I'm scared as shit because demons are real. Is that one scene where they're like
Oh
they're in the
yes, I know what you're
cages
talking
and you know
about.
what I'm talking about?
Yes.
And like there's all these like demons popping out and they're playing like heavy metal music and I'm just like, this is my nightmare. Yeah,
It's cool.
It's a good one.
Man, I haven't gone since. I need to hit it
I
up.
haven't gone since. And I went with like my ex-boyfriend who hates that stuff. So like we didn't get to do everything, which I would have wanted to do everything. You're a pussy. But yeah,
Yeah, those mazes are super like interactive now.
Yeah.
They're kind of, it's kind of like the Six Flags style, where you're in like a pitch black maze, and then they give you like a little lamp, or
Yeah.
put on like Six Flags. Also, like there was a maze where you put on like a clown mask the entire time.
Really?
I don't know. They just do all these different things, try to be different from the other haunts.
Yeah.
So I kind of respect that in like the haunt field.
yeah.
People try to like push the envelope.
Well, that's definitely the one that I wanted to talk about was fucking Not Scary Farm. Wow, I just thought of it right now. They'll go like above and beyond with like their little flashlights. And you've been to that one, right?
Oh, Knott's is my number one like
That's
every year.
I think that's our number one too.
Yeah.
Like as much as we go, so we get a freaking fair pass every year for Universal. I think we still love Knott's more.
No, for sure.
It's
without
so
a
much
doubt.
cooler.
It is. Because, I mean, I don't know. It's hard because I work at Universal, so I can't be like, yeah, Universal has the names, but they can't really, like, they don't have that extra punch. They can't really.
They
But
can't go
Knott's
out of the
don't
box.
have the names, but
Yeah.
damn, their production quality is just better.
Then like they have like the licensing at
Mm-hmm.
Universal, so it's like they can't really stretch it that far out. Where like Knott's, they have the same couple of mazes each year, but they improve
They turn into
them.
classics, though.
Yeah.
Like, Trick or Treat's a classic now. And
That one's incredible, and I think we've only been through that one twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the what's that pumpkin one? It's like a
Pumpkin Eater?
Pumpkin Eater.
Mm-hmm.
God, that one's so
Yeah.
great. That was the first one we ever went in, and it was so great.
Terrifying. It's fucking awesome.
It was so scary.
Just the decor, how they decorate everything, they pay attention to detail. Like, I'm just trying to look at everything as I can as I go through it.
And the thing that's really cool about Knott's is that, like, every fucking second of the maze is, like, something going on. You know how, like, at Universal...
There's like, black walls.
Exactly.
It's kind of like, no.
And
Insidious.
at Knott's, it's like, fucking, you just keep going and going and going. And it's fucking... So
then
much detail.
Yeah, they brought the zombie ops too, where you just had the gun, you just shoot at zombies.
Done that. That's why this year we're gonna go and we're gonna get a fast pass and we're gonna try to do everything.
The first year when they brought that, oh my god, I had a blast. They were like scores, and you could see who was like first place in your group and stuff like that. And now it's kind of tame, but it's just still fun to have like carry a gun around to shoot characters.
That sounds so fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my favorite one for sure at Knott's is that God, it's like the Japanese one.
Oh yeah, the samurai. I can't remember.
It's named some like dark something. I forgot, but it's like borderline The Ring. You know it is, cause like they're like totally playing. I don't know. The Ring fucking scares me. That we'll go into that. That was my first horror movie I ever saw. But yeah, that one just gets me. Like when she's in the fucking hallway and then she rushes up to you. I'm like, oh.
Yes. Yeah, and there's like a scene where like he beheads someone with the samurai sword. Yeah, it's dope. The first time, all of my entire group just loved that. As soon as we exited that, it's like this one might be our favorite for the year.
Because they like go under and like grab towards your legs and.
Oh yeah,
they also do that thing where they bounce off the wall.
Yes, they're on the bungees. Yeah, they have bungee scares there. That's so cool. Universal would never have bungee scares. Hopefully, but.
It's a little too close. Like, I've gotten hit in the face, but you know that giant hand that comes to you, like, towards you in that one maze?
Which one?
That one that we're talking about.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think it's called Shadows of something.
I can't remember.
Shadows of something. Whatever. Anyway.
Cut here. We're going to Google it.
Should I? I should, huh?
No.
Shadows.
No.
Maze. Knots.
Yeah, it's a fucking...
Cut.
You know, that's one thing that we didn't do. The fucking little
Shadowlands. Shadowlands. Oh my god. Yeah, that one. Anyway, so there's a giant hand that like comes towards you, and like you gotta duck to get out of the way. Like you're not walking through this fucking hand. It's like a giant like paper mache.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Okay, so last time I had like a piece of paper. I don't know what piece of paper I was holding. I went with Salma. It's just me and Salma, and so me with Salma is like the funnest time ever. We just go crazy. And this thing was coming towards me, and I'm like, no! And I like put the piece of paper in my eyeball, and it was a hazard for sure.
Oh, jeez.
But I was fine. It was just
probably shouldn't have happened.
Universal would never do that.
No. They bring people in by. I mean, everyone watches Stranger Things. Let's go.
Yeah.
But it was their least voted because every time we do an employee preview, they email us. What did they call it? Like which one did you like the more? We vote. It's kind of like a, and yeah, Stranger Things was the least favorite voted by employees.
Really?
From last year.
What was the most favorite?
Oh, Universal Monsters.
That was my favorite.
Yeah.
Last year.
Just seeing the Invisible Man was amazing.
That was so cool. Right?
Yeah.
It's classic.
Yeah. No, and just the whole scene walking in. I think I was more stoked because we went to Scarlet and saw John Murdy doing his thing and told us all about this maze. So, like, to see it come to life, because we saw all the, like, pre-sketches, and Slash came out, and he had a whole conversation. It was incredible. And so seeing it come to life, we were kind of like, wow, this is exactly what we thought it was going to be. And more. It was so great.
It might be... The Universal Monsters might be coming back this year in the form.
Yeah, right?
Someone else can be doing music for them, so watch their Instagram.
Isn't it the tram this year?
No, no trams this year.
What?
But we're getting like 2 extra mazes.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Wait, really? There's not going to be a tram?
No.
I'm actually kind of for that.
Yeah, the tram's always way too packed.
It wasted my time.
Yeah, man. Always.
It's true.
And the Chuckies, 2 years ago?
They wait the
Chucky Charles Lee Ray's.
You know what I can't stand is that fucking tunnel.
Oh, yeah, the tunnel. The toxic
tunnel
God. With like
They're
dubstep.
having it again this year. I already
I'm
looked
sure.
it up. Yeah, I
John, if you're seeing this, man. Oh my god.
Quit it, man. I close my eyes the whole time, not because I'm scared. I hate the flashing lights. I'm over. I honestly rather we take the
tram or whatever.
Yeah,
the shuttle.
The shuttle up because I just can't do it. Like even if I would want to walk and I'm cool with it, I don't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's so annoying.
Yeah.
I'm just glad I go once a year for free. Hey, hit me up though. I'm down to go with friends because I love to see their reaction.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll pay.
What
Yeah, maybe.
Nice. What plans do you have like this year to do like kind of like horror stuff related?
Every
events?
year, we try to do everything. So we have the schedule, and it's hard because everyone's schedule needs to be clear for it. So no one has to work horror nights. Like we need October nights off.
Yeah.
So we usually do Reign of Terror in Thousand Oaks, which is like you pay $20. It's like over 100 rooms.
Oh, it's over 100 rooms?
Yes. And you literally just wait one line, you finish everything, and you're out. And it's amazing.
Wow.
We do that every year.
I follow them on Instagram.
Yeah,
Alright.
Reign of Terror. Yeah.
Nice.
And then I haven't done Six Flags in a while, but sometimes that's in the air.
Yeah,
Knott's
same.
for sure. My friend, shout out Margot, she just texted me today. It's like, we need to go to Knott's. We need to go to Scary
Yes,
Farms. Like,
Margot.
Nice.
Yes. Employee preview, Universal,
Nice.
just everything.
Sweet.
Anyway, so stuff. What other things you're gonna do for the rest of the year?
There's always the horror convention circuit. Though, well, Midsummer is coming first in Long Beach.
Oh,
That's in
yeah.
August 3rd. Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, we're not doing that.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Well, I heard it's gonna be better.
I don't know
Well,
what. Wait, what do we have that day? You've gone before, right?
Yeah.
How is it?
I mean, it's different because they have this area in the back where they just have the haunts. So there's like little previews of haunts of different companies and stuff like that, and people volunteer. But it's cool. I mean, they have actual guests coming now, so it's cool. I mean,
wait, they didn't used to have guests.
just very little. Like they weren't really about guests. It was like a home haunt, like swap meet.
Oh, that's fun. Oh, we can do the 4th. It's August 3rd and 4th.
Oh.
Because
Yeah.
I have this wine thing with my coworkers, and then we have Third Eye Blind and Jimmy Eat World that night.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
And
be
then,
there.
hell yeah.
So you have that.
Because I ran into you guys like a few years ago at Monsterpalooza.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's cool. I run into both of you. That's cool. We're
And-
always just like.
And I
randomly.
think that day you had like fuck, what's her name? On Halloween 4, the little
Danielle
girl.
Harris?
Yeah, you had a signature of her.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. I have so many signatures of her. I'm like, I don't even see her anymore.
She's like, oh look,
She
Danielle
signed
Harris.
everything.
Let's keep going.
She signed everything.
Let's keep it rolling.
What's up?
But
Yeah.
she's always there, huh?
Yeah,
Like,
she's getting her money. Everyone's there getting their money. And then there's Son of Monsterpalooza in Burbank.
Yeah.
We
It's
got
gonna be good, huh?
Dario Argento.
Very Argento. It's gonna be really
Are we
good.
doing that?
When is that?
That's like September,
Son of
mid-September.
Monsterpalooza
Okay.
2019. Let's see. September 13th,
13 and
15th.
15.
Oh, it's gonna be right where opening night is.
Oh yeah, for Universal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, we're opening up like a week earlier.
Our opening weekend.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm
That's
gonna
awesome.
wait in line to meet Argento for like 2.5 hours.
Wow.
Because that's how long I waited for Bruce Campbell.
Dude.
But there's some stuff I want to get signed, so it's gonna be an honor because they're already getting old.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm excited.
What are you gonna get signed? What do you plan on getting signed?
Well, one of my favorite films that he made is called Deep Red, and Arrow Video made like a beautiful like ultimate edition of it. So I'm gonna get that signed, and then my Suspiria Steelbook.
Ooh,
I saw it
nice.
behind the Amoeba glass
Ooh,
yesterday.
nice.
They're selling it for $100. Yeah, it's crazy. Everything
Wow.
I see behind the Amoeba window, I probably like, oh, I have that. That's how much it goes for now.
You're like,
Yeah,
I got it
it's
on
cool.
retail, you know?
No, exactly. No,
That's
so yeah,
wow.
I'm excited
That's
to showcase it on my
Yeah, oh fuck yeah, man.
horror
You
Instagram.
have a crazy collection, dude.
You know.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Props.
I
We
got
can only
100.
dream.
I got $100 gift card from work. They've had this thing called Achievers, whatever. And so I got a $100 Amazon gift card, and I used it to buy a movie shelf. So I just pretty much just spent like $40.
Oh,
Not bad.
fuck.
But like I've had it in my house for almost a month, and we still haven't built it.
Oh my
But
god,
we
that
need
sounds
to-
like everything in
Yeah.
our life.
Yeah, this Sunday though, I'm gonna
That's
build
what
it.
sucks about like getting stuff like that. It's like, fuck, that looks nice. I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah.
And then you get home, you're like,
It's like fuck, I gotta build this
Exactly.
shit. Oh god.
it's the worst. I just want to buy it and have it ready already. You know.
Mhm. I think you had to pay like Amazon $89 for someone to pay for it
Oh,
to like build it
man.
for you.
See, I don't know if I'll do
Mm-mm.
that. Yeah. I'll just get around to it one day.
No, that's why I haven't posted like my complete collection because all my movies are scattered everywhere. But as soon as they're in that shelf, ooh.
How many movies do you have? Last time you counted?
Last time I counted was maybe like 500, but that was
There's
a year
no
ago.
way.
That was a year ago. So
Jesus.
There's no way.
Yeah, I also have like won a lot of contests on horror Instagram accounts where you like repost blah blah blah. I've gotten like maybe like 30 horror VHS tapes
Wow.
that I've won for free.
Wow.
So they're kind of just there. So I'm excited to like actually display them up with all the rest of my movies.
That's
I have no time for all these movies.
Yeah, you're like, I'm not.
No, but
I work
honestly,
5 days a week.
It's fucking awesome. Like getting those old school movies on
Yo,
VHS.
yeah, it's amazing because I think horror is the only genre where VHS tapes are kind of just super expensive.
Really?
Because if you can find a Jim Carrey VHS tape that's 99 cents. So it's kind of like the action drama. They're kind of just mass produced by big companies, and then horror was probably like limited releases, so there's less of them out there. So that's why if you go to Amoeba Behind the Glass, you'll see like mostly older horror VHS tapes for like $20. I bought a $20 VHS tape at Amoeba once.
Wow.
It's because the film is called The Devils, and it's never been released on DVD or Blu-ray.
Oh wow.
So it's kind of cool to have.
Did you mention that last time? I think you did. That's crazy.
I don't know what I mentioned last time.
I found this lot of 19 rare VHS horror tapes for $45 on eBay.
Oh. Yeah.
That's how rare these are, though. Really.
It just depends.
It really
I mean,
depends.
it is on there.
Oh, yeah.
Carrie.
There's this thing called SOV. SOV stands for shot on video. So those SOV VHS tapes, those are the most expensive you'll probably find.
Wow. You know what's crazy? It's like back then, it's like you just buy like this fucking movie for cheap as shit, and then as the years goes by, it just gets rarer and rarer.
Value.
You know, same with vinyl too.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
All these dead formats are coming back.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Watch Laserdisc come back.
Oh,
you know?
I bought. All right, so I sold a bunch of stuff to Amoeba, which means I can get a lot for it.
You
Yeah.
got $3.
So I think I actually got like maybe 80 back.
Oh, okay.
And there was a Halloween Criterion Laserdisc. They were selling for 100. Wow. So with my trade-in cash, I bought that.
Nice.
That they were selling for $100.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
man.
it looks just like the vinyl LP, and I have both.
Isn't
So
it
it's cool.
funny how like when you sell shit to Amoeba, you take so much shit and they're like, okay, I can do like 20 cash and like 80 credit. What the fuck? You
Yeah.
know? It's so crazy.
All my cash doesn't go back to Amoeba anyway, so
Yeah.
gotta
That's
take
what
the
you
credit.
said last time when we
Yeah.
were there.
Yeah.
You just might as well get credit, you know?
Yeah.
Just like the real collectors, you gotta look behind the counters. Like that's where
It's
the
for
real
sure.
stuff is at.
You know what's crazy? They have a bunch of good shit like the day after Record Store Day.
They
Or
like
the day,
restock.
or while Record Store Day is
And also
going
they would
on.
do the flea markets in like Pasadena, and they would do just exclusive stuff there.
Yeah.
I got a lot of good stuff. in there.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
That's fucking awesome.
So can we talk about your introduction to horror?
Yeah, let's do that.
That's on my next thing on the list.
Let's do it.
I think I have the boringest. I'll be honest.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
So my intro to
Fucking-
horror, and shout out mom.
Terry's mom's over. Jay's mom, Terry. She's over there. You hear us?
The first horror movie I ever watched was The Ring, and it was with my parents, and they were telling me what was gonna happen. And my mom used to like love horror movies, right, mom?
She's not breathing.
I told her she can't make any noise.
Oh my gosh.
She used to be really into horror movies, and then she went to go see The Exorcist in the movie theater, and almost died. So she doesn't watch horror movies anymore.
I don't blame her. The movie's fucking.
But
It's
yeah,
playing,
that
I think, this weekend at Hollywood Forever.
Ooh.
Sinespia.
Wait, I
Exorcist.
thought Twilight was playing.
Oh, you never know. It's a
I-
double
I-
feature
yeah,
of
I remember
Twilight
that,
and The
though.
Exorcist.
I remember seeing that. The Exorcist.
Yeah.
And that's,
Yeah.
that's fucking awesome.
The Ring, no, at the time, no, I wasn't even really big on horror movies when The Ring came out. So yeah, I probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
It was scary to me, but I liked it a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and that started me off. And then my first horror movie I ever bought, which we should talk about that too, was a pirated version of Seed of Chucky.
Nice.
And I would
Santee Alley,
I would watch that shit all the time.
Seed of Chucky. Was that your first film that you watched in the Child's Play franchise?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mhm.
That's fucking awesome.
Yes.
I think the first movie that I saw was Child's Play. I remember watching it with my cousins and my family, and I just remember being really fucking terrified of that movie because it's a fucking doll,
Mhm.
you know, and it was like the size like
Especially at our age when
yeah,
we find comfort in them.
yeah,
Or we play with them.
yeah.
Mhm.
Not only that, they did a really good job of like making like Chucky look fucking
They
scary,
brought him to life.
right?
Shout out Kevin Yeager.
Yeah, man.
I'm thinking about the remake of Child's Play.
Oh no, this was
Chucky
like
was ridiculous looking.
yeah. You know what part like really like fucked me up as a kid of that movie was when she's gonna like throw him into the fire,
And then he starts
Yeah,
yelling.
it's
Oh
And
my
she
god.
yeah, he's
Corrects
like
him?
you stupid bitch, and just starts hitting her.
Uh-huh.
Dude, oh my god.
That's terrifying, especially
Yeah.
since he's cursing and it's
Yeah,
like, oh, it's so
man.
evil.
Till this day, like the way he like his head turns and just like looks at him, you stupid bitch.
Yeah, I can.
Oh
like, right in my
man,
head.
dude.
During Christmas time, there's, you know how they do Yule logs? You put on the TV for
Yeah.
the fire?
Yeah.
There's a Child's Play Yule log of him getting burned. That plays for like
Oh
hours.
my
Oh,
god,
that's so funny.
bro.
We'll look it up right
So
now.
we put that in our house, which just Chucky just getting burned during
Oh,
Christmas.
That's crazy. And
That's-
and I think the first movie that I bought, I can't remember if it's a horror movie. I mean, what horror movie? What horror movie?
Space Jam.
Bro.
MJ. I can't remember, man, but I remember I remember buying a pirated movie too. I remember getting Freddy vs. Jason pirated.
Nice.
That's fucking awesome.
That's the first soundtrack. I bought that soundtrack
Dude,
before
it's
the
so
movie came
good.
out. It's so good.
It's so good.
From Autumn
man.
to Ashes, Slipknot, all
From
this metal
Autumn to
bands. It's
Ashes,
so
dude.
good. That's a good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
hmm
How
I
about
remember
you?
being on like LimeWire,
Oh, man.
and downloading Freddy
Oh,
vs.
yeah.
Jason trailers. Shout out being 13.
Oh my gosh, man.
Good time.
Yeah, my introduction to horror. Well, the first film I ever remember watching was either between Candyman or Fright Night, because they
Ooh.
probably both happened within the same year. Yeah, my aunt just told me this weird thing where like we're watching Candyman in her living room, and she said either watch it or cover your ears or cover your eyes and you can listen to it. It's weird. I don't know what that means.
Can't do both at the same
So
time.
yeah, you can't just fully watch. I guess she didn't want to like fully scare us. But Candyman has always been like saying Candyman in the mirror 3 times, you know, as a kid, or
Yeah.
like that kind of turned into a Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
And then Fright Night, yeah, the vampire film. I remember watching that.
Classic.
And then what got me into horror? First of all, I hated horror. I could not stand horror. I hated being scared. I would go to my neighbor's house. They would put on this film called Copycat, and I was like, nope. I had no part of it. I told his mom, please don't put it on. I'm scared. I'm gonna run home. And then I just hated it. I could not stand it until one day I went to like a video rental store in North Hollywood somewhere, and my cousins were like, we're gonna go rent a movie. We're gonna rent a horror movie. You know, everyone wants to be brave, but we're
Yeah,
gonna get a horror
exactly.
movie. So I'm like, all right, then let's go. And just me being terrified, I just love looking at the VHS box arts of just
Oh,
every
man, yeah.
horror film. Shout out Slashback Video.
Oh hell yeah.
And then yeah, I just saw this cover of like a pumpkin and a knife, not knowing what it was. I rented it. Oh, it's Michael Myers. Fell in love with it, was obsessed. This movie was more than being scared. It was intelligent. It was well written. It was well shot. I just got me into it. I rented the sequels. Kind of just got me into it.
Got hooked.
Shout out Halloween, man.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Shout out John Carpenter.
Kind of changed my life though. Like my kind of life, kind of my financial, what I spend revolves around it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's so crazy.
I think Halloween's definitely changed all of our lives.
Mhm.
Like, we're so obsessed.
No, for sure.
In the
No,
best way.
knowing that it was $300,000, an independent film, to kind of just change. No big studio was behind it. It was just a whirlwind of everything that could go right. Just went right
Mm-hmm.
and
Fuck
captured on film.
Yeah.
And
It's
that
crazy.
score too.
Yeah,
everything. Come on.
So good.
It's Halloween. You don't need. Kids these days know more about this stuff than I ever did when I was a kid.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's cool to hear them talk about it.
Yeah. I hope that's our kids.
Oh, and the first horror movie I bought, Children of the Corn. We're just at a random store. My dad said you could buy whatever you want. I got Children of the Corn because I guess like the cover was like the cornfields and the scythe.
Yeah, exactly.
And then yeah, we had like a truck, like a SUV with TVs in there. And then while my parents would be at parties, I would just stand inside the SUV and
You're
watch
that
Children of the
kid.
Corn.
That's so fucking sick,
Yeah.
man.
I gotta rebuy it.
Nice.
Good stuff.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome, man.
So there was this one thing that I found here online. According to IMDb, these are the top 10 horror movies.
Let's hear him.
There's some ones that I strongly back. I don't know how to say this one. Nosferatu?
Nosferatu?
I'm gonna say it with my Spanish accent.
Nosferatu.
There's two. There's like the 1930 ones and like a 1980s one.
So this one's the 1922 silent
okay,
film,
20s.
which is supposed to be the number 10.
Classic.
I've never seen it.
Oh, that vampire is terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
looks
he's
fucking
terrifying.
terrifying.
He's
He looks
terrifying.
it.
Yeah.
Number 9 is Rosemary's Baby.
Oh, I love Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah, the original. He's never seen it, and
Yeah,
he
never seen
refuses
it.
to see it. He
It's
thinks
an
boring.
essential.
Yeah.
It's so good. When I saw this movie, I was like, it was one of those movies that I was like, fuck.
And that score, people know the score probably more than the movie, but no,
Wow.
Roman Polanski did it. It's hard to talk about Roman Polanski, but yeah. Anyways, what's number 8?
That's fucking awesome.
Number 8 is The Exorcist.
Ooh.
Mhm.
I feel like I should be like, no, let's see the list.
Well, I'm excited
yeah.
to see the
Yeah.
others.
That's a really good fucking film.
Oh yeah, just The Exorcist.
Yeah,
Exorcist.
that's just like...
That's another score.
You know,
That's
I didn't see that until like 2 years ago. I hadn't seen it because my mom scared the shit out of me.
Did we see it together?
Yeah, we saw it
Yeah,
together.
we saw it
remember?
together.
And like, I was like, wait, this is what it's like. The part that scared me the most was when she's like jamming the cross inside of her. But like the rest of it, I was like, it's a great movie, but it's not as scary as my mom made it seem. But for the time,
Yeah, for sure.
it's fucking scary. Anyways, number 7. It's called The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. You've heard of it?
Mm-hmm.
I've
Is this
never-
like from the 1920s?
It doesn't say what year right here, but
Yeah, it's
probably.
a silent film from like Germany, I believe.
Yeah,
Wow.
from Germany. Yeah, and it was. I read about this one, and it was like the film was meant to be a critique of the German military and their brainwashing of the people to become killers. In that sense, many people have said it is an unsettling premonition of Hitler's eventual rule.
Oh, wow.
Because Hitler wasn't ruling when this movie came out, which is crazy.
Interesting.
That's
Yeah.
fucking very interesting.
Number 6 is a French film, which I obviously am going to butcher the name. It's Les Diaboliques.
Oh, okay, that's a classic.
Yeah,
That's like from the
1955.
50s.
Yeah, 1955.
And has continued to anyway. So it's kind of
Yeah, I
interesting.
think the author that wrote that was the. All right, so the author wrote a film, and then they made Les Diaboliques, and then I think Alfred Hitchcock told him about a story to write, which was Psycho,
Oh shit!
and so
well,
that
that's-
he kind of Psycho and that film kind of.
see, no wonder, yeah, because it's about a what the story follows the wife and mistress of a cruel and abusive man who join forces to carry out a murder. However, when the body disappears, the women are haunted by their crimes. So they basically killed the man. That's so
Awesome.
interesting. I want to watch it. Number 5 is Whatever Happened to Baby Jane.
Have yet to see that one.
Me either. But anyways, it's supposed
I
to
was
be really great.
I remember people in high school telling me to watch it. I will watch it.
Number 4, and you're totally gonna agree with this. The Thing.
I love how that's over The Exorcist.
Right?
All right, so if The Thing came out, people didn't really praise it for what it was, and now for it to be number 4 on whatever list this is.
Yeah, it's on Screen Rant, but it's according to
Yeah,
IMDb.
The Thing is a masterpiece in cinema.
Yeah.
It's
The
a
Thing is
cold
so
film, and
If you haven't seen it, just watch it.
when we first recorded this podcast, it was the 37th anniversary
Yeah.
of it. But
Yeah, that's true.
now that's gone.
And you were wearing a sick ass The Thing.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
wearing a Thing shirt too.
We had a whole conversation about it.
Yeah, great film. You guys should watch it.
Number 3 is The Shining.
The Shining.
It's a
Which,
great fucking
I mean,
film.
I agree. Stanley Kubrick doing horror. What do you expect?
Man.
It's so incredible. There's so many things in it that like people won't understand. You have to really like think about it and like absorb it and try to figure out every single meaning of what it could be, because there's things that have more than one meaning.
I think this is the world's most analyzed film. There's so many. If you ever go on YouTube,
Yeah.
go The Shining film analysis.
We didn't do
People
that.
break up this film like crazy.
What is there so much to it?
There's so much to it.
All right, number 2 is Psycho. We can agree.
I agree.
We can all agree.
Masterpiece.
Number 1, which
Oh, man. I don't know about
know.
this one.
Alien.
Alien?
Yeah.
To
Y'all
be
gonna
number
hate
one?
me. I've never seen Alien.
Wow.
This is like we used to watch this as kids and I never thought it was horror.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe this is one of my first horror films, but yeah, no. What? I don't know.
I had to, yeah.
You have to watch it too.
No,
like,
it's kind of like if I wanted to see, I would have seen it already.
That's
Like I
true.
haven't rushed to it. I know it's a masterpiece, and
Yeah.
I have no opinion. I haven't seen it. Hashtag fake horror fan.
I don't know. I'm not about it. But yeah, that's the top 10.
I know John. You know John. Obviously, we all know John. He's like a big Alien fan.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He's going to slap us off.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, though. If people like Alien, it's not like you like Alien. You either love it or you're just indifferent about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Sal really loves it, too. Lupe's brother.
Yeah.
Shouts out Sal.
Hey, Sal knows some shit.
He does, man. He knows his fucking...
He's going to be on here eventually.
Sal is that person that knows a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know? When it comes to, like, music, when it comes to, like, horror, when it comes to, like, pretty much anything in general.
That's why it's good to have an open mind.
Yeah, man. He's fucking awesome. Shouts out Sal. Awesome.
Sal
Yeah.
Bustos, by the way.
Sal Bustos.
Let's see. Another thing I want to talk about was any crazy paranormal stories. I know nothing, and this is something that we learned last time, nothing has ever happened to Angel. He's never experienced anything paranormal.
Quite shocking.
But have you ever heard of any crazy stories?
Just...
Like on the internet, through friends? Like,
yeah, I remember sfogs.com in the early 2000s. There would be... It's a website that would scare everyone. It's kind of like...
Like creepypasta?
There's... Yes, for the early 2000s.
What is this?
For my... It's...
You don't know what creepypasta
There would be...
Wow, okay.
SFogs would be... This website would be to have, like, these chilling, scary... Like, this was before we knew what Photoshop was, so we couldn't question...
Yeah.
Oh, this is
pictures were too
Photoshop.
fucking real.
So we believed everything was real. No, there was just a lot of stuff. I remember one of the stories on there. It's not really scary or anything. It's just kind of gross.
Mm-hmm.
This girl, like, her body stank. So she thought it was like, it's my hygiene. She kept showering. And then I think she was like her wedding day. And like she could smell herself. So she went to the doctor. Is like, what is this? I keep smelling. I keep like showering. Nothing gets it off. And then it turns out she's addicted to tanning salons. And one of her like intestines was just burnt.
Oh, man.
So I don't know. That's the story on there. I can't believe I remember
really
that from like
happened?
2002. Wow. Is that
crazy.
anatomically real? Can that happen?
Yeah, I wonder.
No, I don't.
It's a good story.
It's weird. It's dumb.
Yeah.
That's
No,
dumb.
That's a weird one, yeah.
What? No, I don't mean, it's like you said, nothing really paranormal. I've never felt anything. I've never kind of just questioned, oh, it's a ghost.
Yeah.
I kind of just, it's that common sense. Like, oh,
You're a skeptic in every sense of the word, kind of.
in a sense, because I want that my oh shit happened moment to happen,
Yeah.
but it hasn't. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
Is it because I'm not spiritual? I'm not sure.
I mean, neither am
I
I,
don't
but I
know.
still,
Yeah.
which is weird, but yeah.
Well, have
no.
you ever encountered
Yeah.
anything crazy?
Yes, in this house, in this very house.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I remember we couldn't talk about what happened in Damien's house because we're in that house, and now that we're not,
I don't know if I want to talk about it, though, when Richard is not here. Cause I
Yeah,
feel like,
because it's basically his brother's doing, and it happened because of his brother, Richie.
Mhm.
So I feel like we have to talk to him about this.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know?
We should have talked to him before we
But
came
it's
here.
kind of fucking scary.
Yeah.
I mean, I will never be in that house, like, and feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Imagine
like-
being on a paranormal podcast and not being able to talk about that.
Yeah, man.
It's,
It's crazy how, like, a lot of stuff happened in my house when we were a lot younger. Like,
Yeah.
now, it's, like, not that much stuff has happened, but, when we were younger, a lot of shit happened in our
but
house,
also,
man.
like, your imagination's crazier when you're a kid, so I feel like that
That's
obviously
true.
amplifies it. Because I feel like the things that happen in this house were scary as hell, but I think if they happen now as I'm an adult, I don't think I would be as scared as I was as a child.
But the thing that's crazy at my house, it's like my parents saw shit too.
yeah.
Wow.
You know?
Everyone has a story.
Yeah.
Everyone has a story there.
Yeah.
It's crazy too, because my little, like, this is not really like paranormal, but like my little brother would sleepwalk a lot too when this like stuff was happening. Kevin,
Yeah.
it's kind of crazy. Like, he would like sleepwalk. Sometimes like I could hear someone coming like to like the bathroom. Like, my room is right next to the bathroom, and I would hear someone like coming from like downstairs, and like, oh, someone's gonna go to the restroom, and I hear someone like walking like towards the bathroom, but they just stopped like in front of it, and they never opened the door. So I was like, did this person ever go in? I don't know who it is. So I got up and I opened my door and I looked like where the bathroom is, and I see my little brother just standing in front of it with the door closed.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was like,
That's trippy.
I don't know what's going on. And so like I went to go check on him. He was full on fucking sleeping. But while he was like sleeping, like he was talking too. And like he sounded like really like kind of like frustrated. He was going like you know, like it's kind of weird.
That's
and then I was
weird.
like, you should never wake up a sleepwalker. That's so I've heard, but
Yeah.
I still woke him up. I was like, Kevin, are you okay?
Matters.
And when
Okay,
I
well,
woke him
so-
up, he was like pissed. He was like, dude, you know, he's like, and like he just walked to his
He was
room.
probably pissed off that you woke him up.
I don't know.
That's weird.
It's kind of crazy though, isn't it?
So
Yeah.
that debunks the urban legend of don't wake someone up when they're sleepwalking
Yeah,
or else
because
they'll
like they don't
die.
fucking
They get
care.
fucking pissed.
Oh wow.
But he was like never like I don't know, like
An angry person.
yeah.
What does he
Yeah.
say? Does he say anything about this? Do you bring this up?
No,
Have
he
you brought
just
this
laughs
up?
about it.
Oh, he just
yeah,
laughs
but he's
about
done
it?
crazy shit. Like he's like sleepwalk. Like he'll wake up and he'll get a fucking chair, stand on top of it, turn on lights while he's sleepwalking.
What?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, my brother has it on video. I think he still has it.
Oh
So my brother
God.
was sleeping, and then he hears Kevin wake up, and then This is like the time when Kevin's my brother, obviously. This is the time when he was like sleepwalking all the fucking time.
How old was he when this happened?
He was in middle school probably.
okay.
Right when
Teenager?
yeah, like 6th grade. So he was like sleeping, and my brother is like, okay, Kevin's gonna sleepwalk again. He got his phone out and started videotaping it. And what he does, Kevin, he gets up, stands up for a little while. He gets a chair. He puts it right in the center of the room. He stands on top of it, and he gets like the ceiling fan, like it has a light. He turns it on, and just looking at it for like for a while, bro.
No.
And after that, like he just turns it off, gets off the chair, and goes back to sleep. All on video.
That's scary as
Yeah.
hell. That's scary
It's crazy,
as hell.
bro. I'm telling you.
I can't imagine it. Like if I was up at night and I saw either my dad thinking he's going to the restroom, but he does some weird shit. Fuck, that would
Yeah,
scare
bro.
me. Just
It was-
knowing that I've never seen that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to approach that
Yeah.
other than tell them. But like if that's out of their control, like
Yeah, exactly. And we were getting scared too. It's like, what if he like goes to like the street or something? You
Yeah.
know? So we
Yeah.
were getting pretty scared about that.
like you lock the doors and he grabs the keys and
Exact from the
Wait,
car.
What's that one movie where the girl like ties herself up to the bed? Is that Annabelle?
I can't remember.
Where she was like, she thinks she's like sleepwalking, and she ties.
Oh
herself.
yeah. What
Oh
movie
wait,
is
no,
that?
no, it's
Insidious?
Conjuring, isn't it?
The Conjuring?
Conjuring 2 or something.
Because she's always like fucking walking. And
Yeah,
she's
so
like, I
it's
need to
like
tie
a-
myself.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
that
ties
sounds
herself.
familiar.
Right? I
It
think it's
should.
Conjuring
Yeah.
2, the one where like it's the girls in the house.
Yeah. We wouldn't do that to Kevin though.
Huh?
We wouldn't do that to Kevin.
Fuck, I would, to make sure they don't go out in the street.
I don't know, man. He did a bunch of fucking scary shit.
that's scary.
Like,
How healthy is sleepwalking?
that's a great
Let's
question.
Google it.
I don't know.
Siri.
It's not like paranormal shit. It's more like
You never know.
It's just like your subconscious taking over your physical traits.
yeah. What is? I've never gotten like further into it, but
So let's see.
I've never really like There's no treatment. I can see that right now. That's crazy.
Literally,
So
I
it
don't
just
remember the
happens.
event.
It fucking happens, bro.
Wow.
Sleep apnea.
Uh-uh.
Oh my god, inappropriate behavior such as urinating in closets is one of the things that people do.
That's scary.
Screaming.
Uh-uh.
Violent attacks on the person trying to awake the sleepwalker.
Yeah, man.
So that's why you don't wake them up.
Well, yeah. So wait. So like violent, like is that what it said?
Yeah, violent attacks on the person trying to awake the
I'm
sleepwalker.
telling you, that's crazy. I didn't even know that. And Kevin would do that. Like he'll get mad, like at us.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
It only happens between 1 and 15% of people.
Wow.
That's like no one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if he still does it because he doesn't live with us anymore. I need to ask Yanelli. That's his.
They probably don't even talk
fiance.
about
You
it.
need to talk closer to the mic.
Yeah. That's fucking wild, bro.
That is-
Who
wild.
thought sleepwalking would actually be so scary?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Sleepwalking occurs in conjunction with sleep terrors, which makes it even scarier. Because sleep terrors are a whole different. That's like worse than like a nightmare.
I don't know. It's kind of crazy.
But they always like go back to bed?
Yeah, he was going back to bed. Like nothing happened too. I'm like, Kevin, you sleepwalk last night? Huh? Crazy.
They always know. What if... that's weird. And what if you lock the door on their way back?
Oh man.
And they don't know where to stop. They just lay on the floor. like dogs that want to go outside to pee but they can't, so they just go by the door.
It's crazy. Yeah.
That's weird. Yeah.
Kevin was like really crazy. Like, well, like he did a lot of crazy stuff. Like when we were growing up in our house. He also, oh my gosh, Kevin would talk in his sleep so much too. I remember this one time. My brother Richie told me that he was Kevin was sleeping next to the window because his bed was like right near the window. Actually, sorry, it was Richard. He sleeps right next to the window, and Kevin slept like on the other side of the room. And this one time, Kevin woke up, and he tells like Richard's like, Richard, wake up. And then Richard's like, oh, what's up? He's like, just don't turn back. Don't turn back. And then Richard's like, he just got really fucking scared. But while he said that, Kevin was like 100% like asleep.
Oh hell no.
Yeah.
Oh
Fuck
hell
that.
no.
Yeah.
See, that's where I would think
and
it's
Richard's
something.
like bed like right behind the fucking window. So
Oh wow.
yeah, which is kind of crazy.
Ooh, that gave me the chills.
100% asleep, bro.
That fool said.
Yeah, don't look back. Don't turn back.
Oh
Yeah.
hell no.
Oh hell no.
Yeah,
Nah.
dude.
That's wild.
No, thank you.
He said a lot of weird stuff like when he was like sleep talking and sleepwalking.
See, that's the thing. It's like, what if you're like subconsciously, like, what if you're like astral projecting or something?
I don't
You
know.
see like the spirit world while you're asleep.
Isn't that like very weird though? Like,
His subconscious is that strong. He like channels in.
yeah,
You
man.
never know. That's a crazy. Oh, I still have the chills.
Yeah. A lot of weird shit happened in my house.
Yeah, that's nuts.
For sure, 100%.
The door and the window behind you.
Oh,
No,
shit.
and I'm okay. So that's one of my like. It's not a phobia because I'm not that terrified of it.
Keep going.
But I'm scared of looking out windows
Mhm.
when it's dark outside.
Oh yeah.
Like that just.
Well, especially you have a lot of windows here. Like
Yeah, no, we have so many windows in this house. We have a large window. It's right next to Angel.
I kind of see like you could see a full figure of what they're
Hell
wearing and
yeah.
not just their face.
Hell yeah. And
Yeah.
something that was really scary that happened here, which like is not paranormal at all, but there was like a car chase once or something like that. And this guy jumped into our backyard.
Oh fuck.
And I was hiding in that corner over there between the couches, and I'm screaming bloody murder from my parents, and my parents are ignoring me because they thought I was fucking around. And then later on the news saw the guy had passed by, and like that stuck with me. Like, what if someone's just running through the backyard one day?
Like it's open to any intruder.
Yeah. And the guys came, like the police came back here because they like broke the lock or whatever.
Oh wow.
But I was screaming bloody murder from my parents, and they never came.
That's there.
Like we were talking about
funny.
how we're able to freak ourselves out
Yeah.
just purposely.
Yeah, because it's
Just-
fun.
Yeah. Like
Right.
I was talking about looking out the people from a door and just imagining a face coming out and
Yeah.
just scaring like at night.
Yeah.
But the things that scare me are something that shouldn't happen. For example, like if the mailman knocks at your door at like 2 a.m. to drop off a package, I'd be like, what the fuck?
That's crazy. Yeah. That
What
would
the
be
hell?
crazy.
I never thought of that.
Just weird shit that shouldn't be happening.
That's gonna be something I dream about tonight, for sure. The thing that freaks me out, like, that would never happen is, like, shit crawling on walls. Not shit, but, like spiders can crawl on walls, whatever, but people and creatures crawling on walls. That scares me. Like, Hereditary, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking.
Bless my heart, that movie is so motherfucking scary. So scary. Like, it hurts my heart till this day. I really want to watch it during the daytime again.
I think it deserves a second viewing because you're kind of just terrified. It's scary. I was watching it in the theaters. It's a different experience than
Yeah,
watching it
too.
at home. Because
Sorry.
You spilled water all over me.
Sorry.
no, and there's a lot of things that I missed. There's a lot of Easter eggs in that film. You can just look
Yeah.
them up. It'll make you want to watch it again. No, it's
I was gonna watch it, yesterday, because I was off of work yesterday, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna watch it during the day, but like in my room I have blackout curtains, so it doesn't feel like it's a day. So yeah, but on that note, what's our favorite horror movies that are classics and modern? So mine is Hereditary as a modern
Oh, like a modern classic right now.
no, a modern horror movie
and a classic.
and a classic.
Okay.
My classic is Halloween.
Yeah, that was a good one. That's a really
Halloween,
good one.
damn, nice. I got to give it to you
Yeah.
there. Halloween,
Yeah.
man.
Are we
Oh,
gonna
man.
That's a
act like we
good
didn't
one.
talk about this last time?
Yeah. That's a good one. I have to go with you on that one too.
What's
On
your favorite
Hereditary and Halloween.
Yeah. Oh, Halloween.
What's your favorite modern horror movie though?
Modern horror movie right now?
Yeah.
Damn. I really like A Quiet Place.
Oh, that's a great movie.
A Quiet
Have you
Place
seen
is
that?
awesome.
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
That one's really good.
Yeah.
I wish I caught it in the theaters. I did not.
Yeah, neither did
Would have
we.
been.
We
Oh,
did.
okay.
Oh, we did, I think.
We did, yeah, we
Yeah.
saw it. We saw it when we had Movie Pass.
Oh, yeah.
Movie Pass, man.
My classic Halloween because it's sentimental.
Yeah.
You know, it got me into it. Modern as in just like 2000s. I would probably say the French film Inside because I always praise that film a lot.
What's it
And
about?
You talk to us about this one.
It's about a home invasion film where a girl is trying to get something that another girl has. And they're kind of just a cat and mouse, and the other girl tries to defend herself from her. Yeah, Inside and Halloween.
Nice.
For now.
Nice.
Yeah, no, it's going to be ever changing for sure.
No, Hereditary is for sure. If that's Hereditary's top 3 modern.
Right?
I agree.
That movie just messes you up.
That movie fucked
It hits
me
all.
up.
It's relentless.
Mhm.
As soon as it picks up, it does not stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's punishing.
It's so, like, I thought I was going to get like a moment of just like a breather, and then the next thing would happen. I'm like, fuck.
That's why everyone, it's nervous laughter in the theater because it's so much tension
Yeah.
in the theater that we be laughing at the dumbest shit in that movie
Yeah.
because we need to release that tension.
Like
Yeah.
the one part where I can't remember if it's the son has the daughter's voice, right?
Oh
Or
yes.
something like that.
Oh,
Everyone started laughing.
the mom has the
The mom
daughter's
has
voice.
The daughter's voice. There you
That
go. And everyone
scene.
started laughing. I get chills just thinking about
No,
this
that
fucking movie.
scene.
I'm not even kidding.
I had to remind myself to breathe during that scene,
It was
and that's crazy.
That's
God,
crazy.
I
Yeah.
can't stop getting the
It's
chills.
like,
Messes you up.
Mom,
Messes you up.
Mom,
Yeah, dude.
fuck
Oh,
that shit.
man.
That scene.
Yo.
Oh god.
Ugh.
It got me really anxious. That movie.
Yeah, no,
Mhm.
I came home and I called my mom to come get me from the car because I really couldn't. And like for days after, like I have like you know those like canopy things that like those nets that go over people's
Mhm.
beds. I have a black one, and so it looks like I have a really I'm not trying to be bougie or anything. I have a big TV, so it's across from my bed, and you can see the reflection, you know. And I always sleep with like a nightlight because I'm a little chicken, and so the like reflection looks like there's someone above me like all the time.
It's kind of like Signs, where you see the alien on the TV.
Yeah,
On the
yes.
reflection.
man,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
scary.
Such a great movie, one of my first also.
Mhm.
But yeah, that shit freaks me the hell out. And also looks like Philip Friedman from Insidious, the bride. What's that character's name?
I don't know.
I don't know, the black bride from Insidious. That's what my bed looks like at all times.
Oh yeah.
It's terrifying.
And I watched Midsummer during the earthquake.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I enjoyed Midsummer. I kind of
Definitely.
recommend it. Yeah.
I want to see that so bad.
I need to rewatch it without the earthquakes.
Yeah.
Shout out California.
For real.
Yeah, okay, let's talk about these earthquakes real quick. My parents were out of town, right? They left like the 4th of July at like 5 in the morning or something. And that first earthquake happened at 10 something, right?
Mm-hmm.
10 something. And I was getting my nails done. I was sitting under a chandelier at the nail place. And I was like, fuck, that was a scary one. And I was like, should I call my parents? Like, I don't know. So I called my brother who was here first. And then he was like, oh, we're cool. We didn't even feel anything really. Like, the dogs were freaking out, but no big deal. And then I called my aunt and I was like, are you guys fine? Because she's like my other mom. And then she's like, yeah, you should probably call your mom though. And I was like, all right. Call my mom. My mom's freaking the hell out because she like never leaves. So she's crying on the phone like, oh, okay, you're fine, okay. I'm like, oh god, mom, no big deal. Thinking everything's gonna be fine, right? Then the next day we go see Spider-Man Far From Home. Great movie. And like during what scene was it?
It was like when they were fighting. I think when they finished fighting that water thing.
It was when the first one was when
Yeah.
the like first water thing, whatever. We're not gonna spoil the movie. They finished fighting the water thing at first, and there was like that small earthquake, and we were like in the chairs that recline. We were like, whatever, that's probably not a big deal. And then it's the scene where they're like going to the hotel, and I'm on my phone checking for this other earthquake that happened, and it didn't come up. And then finally, when it says like 4.8 earthquake, we get that 7.1.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. And Damien goes running out, right? And I'm wearing chanclas. And Damien's running down the freaking steps because we're at the very top. We always sit at the very top. And I'm like, don't run. And other people are like running too. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to die. Like, this is going to be it. That's the one thing you don't do.
I didn't run, for the
He
record.
ran.
I didn't run. She thinks I ran, but I didn't.
100% ran.
No.
If I can't keep up with you in chanclas, you're running.
No. Well, you can't keep up with your chanclas anyway.
I mean, I can.
So I'm glad that you mentioned the first earthquake because I felt that too.
You felt that.
I felt 3. All right, so the first one, like...
We felt 3 too?
Yeah, so we felt 3. All right, cool. There was 3. Yeah. I was just watching the movie maybe like 10 minutes in. 7:50 was our screening time. So I felt it. None of my friends said it. I was with a group of 6. None of my friends said anything. And I saw the screen shake. I swear I saw it shake.
Yeah.
But I was like, fuck it, whatever. It's California. And then we felt the big one.
Mm-hmm.
And we were just like... oh my God, it's not stopping. Okay, it's gonna. Oh my God, it's not stopping.
Yeah.
So people started standing up. Some people started going towards the exit, and then my friend, she was freaking out because she had her dog in the house by himself.
Yeah.
And so everyone else, we just kind of just remained seated. No one evacuated. No employees came in, took us out. We finished the movie.
All the employees ran out. We ran out with them.
I heard radios and stuff like that. I could hear like the outside chatter of the aftermath. But yeah, that film is just dark and just dark. And so the earthquake just added to the tension of the film. So it just made it scarier.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Just knowing.
So you guys stayed and finished the movie?
Yeah, we finished it all.
That's crazy. We couldn't imagine. Well, we were parked like in the like second floor, like under ground. So Damien, being the how do I?
Mr. Precautious.
You agreed
Yes.
too.
No,
you're like, fuck that.
It wasn't that serious. So like Damien's like, no, we can't go. And as soon as we got in the car, he was like, babe, come on, hurry up, we're trying to get out of here. And I'm like, I'm in
You
chanclas.
understand? I have so much fucking anxiety being under there.
Me too. No, I was on the verge of tears. Like his friends were there, and I like called my aunt while he was talking to his friends. I'm like, listen, I'm trying to hold my shit together right now for Damien, but I'm freaking out. I'm really scared. Like, I really want to cry. And she's like, it's okay. You gotta be strong because he's not.
What?
It's because you're a ball of anxiety, and I'm like a huger ball of anxiety that knows how to contain herself.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad we all survived.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
But the one that we felt was, so we went to dinner like right at that corner place next to Ben and Jerry's.
Chipotle?
No. What is it called? Market Cafe.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We had never had it, so we went for happy hour, and I had like 2 glasses of wine and a cocktail, and he had like half a cocktail. So we're walking out at like, I don't know, like 6:50 or something, and I feel like I'm like wobbling. I'm like, damn, I didn't drink that much. Like, what the hell? And then we're going up the elevator, and then it was so wobbly, and I was like, wow, huh? We kept saying like, are this like earthquakes?
Not while on the elevator, but like after we got off.
Yeah, it was weird. And I was like, nah, it's probably just like the ground, because you know, like when you're on second levels, it moves. But it was definitely like the ones leading up to it.
Was this before the big one or after?
This was before.
Oh, the before?
Yeah, we felt one after too. We were at David's
Yeah, we
house.
felt the aftershock too.
Right, you felt that one. He didn't feel it because we all stood up at the same time, and I felt the beginning of it, but then I stood up because like his mom got up, and I was like, okay, if she gets up, I'm gonna get up. I don't know what we're doing. We were all sitting outside, and I could see the roots of the trees fucking.
Oh my
moving.
God.
It was because they have like a really small palm tree. It's like a 4-foot palm tree, and like the root of it was moving. I was like, that's cool.
Jeez.
I'd never seen that before. That was so wild.
Yeah, I mean, especially in a movie theater atmosphere, because I was laying down on the recliner chairs,
Us too.
so your whole body's moving.
Right? It was like this.
It's just like left and right.
Because it wasn't a shaking one. It was a like a wave one. Where you just doing the thing.
Yeah.
Because I kind of feel it would be scary if it was up and down.
Oh, hell
That's
yeah.
fucking
man.
terrifying.
I
Well,
don't want
that's
that.
the one that happened in like, God, I don't, like 2007 or something. Like they call it the Silmar one. I don't know if you remember that one, but I was like on summer break from like school, and I think I was going to middle school, something like that, whatever. And we had one of those giant computers back then, you know, like the screen.
Emacs and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. And so it was in my brother's room, like on a desk, and so it was raised up, and I was playing RuneScape, and so I'm sitting there, you know, and it started shaking, and the computer was falling on me, and I like grabbed it, and that was one that was like that, and it
Wow.
was me and my dad home by ourselves, so like he like grabbed the computer afterwards, and we're just kind of sitting. I was like, what the hell was that? And my brother was like going to summer school at Arleta, and we went to go pick him up, I remember, and we came home, we were like, Like, everyone was scared that it was going to be like a 94 one all over again. Which, for people that are not in, like, California, the 94 earthquake in Northridge was, like, devastating. So, people were scared of that. Yeah. But I think we're so much more prepared now as far as how we, like, build buildings.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, everything's, like his company that he works for sells the, like, springs for
nice
that.
Seismic control, yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's why I was telling his mom. I was like, we're so much more prepared now. Like, buildings themselves, like, your doorway may fall now that you have a modern house as opposed to older houses, but yeah.
Since the 94 earthquake.
Yeah. It's crazy.
They kind of just, like, made sure
yeah, for sure.
those buildings didn't.
Yeah, they roll now, which is really cool. Like, we got, my middle school that I went to was brand new built. And so one of the huge things that they would, like, always talk about was how it was, like, a rolling building. And I remember I was like, what the fuck does that even mean? But now I get it.
Now it makes sense.
I get it now.
Yeah. Kind of just stabilizes everything.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to roll with it, so it feels worse, but it's better than it falling on you.
Wasn't it, like, the science center? There's, like, an earthquake room or something like that?
That's what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Was, like, isn't the 7.1, like, the same kind that they do at the science center? I'm like, I think so. I don't know. I wonder.
It feels very vicious in there.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's one of those.
Fuck that. Yeah. I hate earthquakes. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone does, but.
Yeah, I only say that. Yeah, I'm only okay. I mean, I trust where I live? Question mark. But, like, my my brother was in there. Like, shit just shakes around, but, like, we haven't seen real damage. But, like, when the real one comes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we think about it. It was 7.1 up in
Ridgecrest.
Mm-hmm. So we felt maybe
dude, that
like
floor was tearing up.
Yeah.
I saw pictures.
I think we felt like a 5, maybe, like what it felt like to us. So imagine, because the Northridge one was a 6.9, but it was, the epicenter was Northridge. So that's why it was so devastating up there. I mean, it was devastating as hell in Ridgecrest, but I don't think it was as bad as, because there was only one fire from that one.
Because a lot of pipes were bursting too, so that's another thing to be afraid of. Yeah. If your pipes burst, your gas pipes, that's a fire.
Gas lines, yeah.
Gotta know where your gas pipe's at.
Gas line.
Yeah. What's a pipe?
Yeah. Very true.
That's a real horror story.
That's a real horror story, yeah.
Real horror.
On this week's episode, a real horror story. Earthquakes in California.
Mm-hmm.
That shit's scary.
Go ahead and comment down below if you have ever experienced an earthquake. All of our friends. This last week, oh my god. Funny story. There's this girl I follow on Twitter who, the first earthquake on the 4th, she's like, man, I was pooping and here I am, like, Earth, you're playing me. And then the second one happened and she was on the toilet again.
Oh man, that fucking sucks.
I'm like, damn.
Oh, she's been through it all.
Yeah. It was so funny.
Oh, jeez.
Shout out Courtney Flakes. That was the best, like, tweet to see those last 2 days. But anyways, I mean, is that all we want to talk about? I feel like we talked about so much last time.
Well, I mean, we missed a big topic that we didn't hit.
Yeah, we're not going to hit that topic today.
Probably not today.
No.
Another day.
We're not going to go there. Because I can't talk shit now if I'm going to go to church on Sunday.
Well, I mean, maybe it's the newer church that makes you actually, you know what, this might this might be the Halloween box art to you.
It might be a religion, right? Now, I don't think I would actually become religious, but I think it might be a cool way of seeing their point of view, you know? If I can understand something from their side of, like, making sense into my world. If that makes sense? So I think it's a cool way. I don't think I'm going to become... Like,
you could pick pieces of what?
Yeah. Like, I really don't think I'll be a full... I am a spiritual person. I'm not a religious person. That's for sure. So I think it would be cool to just get some spiritual vibes from them. Yeah. You know? Join in my magic and all that good stuff.
Yeah, just don't join a cult in Sweden.
No. I won't do that. God, I want to see that movie so bad.
Yeah, me too.
Let's go right now. What time is it? 9:03 p.m.
On a Tuesday.
This is our bedtime.
Yeah.
Can we go see it tomorrow?
Sure.
It's Kevin's birthday, but what is he going to do? He's a dad.
Sleepwalk his way in there.
I know.
Where's your ticket, bro?
It's crazy.
So I want to do something fun.
Let's do it.
So here's a book. I'm not sure the camera can see this.
It's they can.
It's called 101 Horror Movies You Must See Before You Die. So I want to do a quick little open up the page.
And see if you've seen it.
If you've seen it, if you've not, all right, just your opinion on it.
Okay.
That'd be such a good drinking game, though.
Oh,
like,
I know,
drink
right?
If you haven't seen it.
Oh my
like,
God.
A shit ton of there that I haven't seen. Anyways, let's do it.
All right. Now with your turn.
Oh, this is lame. That's so funny because you opened one that was from your birth year, and I opened one that's from my birth year.
It's crazy.
So
And I say the title and the year and the country.
This is from the United States. It's from 1996, and the movie is Scream.
Did you say lame?
Yes.
Okay, go on.
Well, you know what? I shouldn't be calling it lame because I haven't fully seen it, you know? But I feel like there are better movies. For example, Halloween, which I would rather spend my time on. But, I mean, do I have to read about Scream? Everyone knows what Scream is.
I love Scream a lot. Shout out Wes Craven.
Yeah, Wes Craven.
Yeah. Oh, I love that this tells you, like, the whole cast, music, and everything. That's really cool.
I think you should.
Read a bit about it.
No.
Give it another try.
I give it another try.
Watch
Scream.
it.
Yeah. It's a good
I mean,
one.
I love it. I love Scream.
Okay,
Scream's.
I believe you,
Anyways,
so I'll give it a try.
you know what? I'm gonna go early.
Because your ass would have watched a movie from 1920.
But this might be boring because if I don't know about it. Oh, what the fuck is this?
It's the second page. Yeah.
The Haunting.
The Haunting.
Okay, it's 1963 in the U.S. So, this is what The Haunting of Hill House is from. This story.
Oh,
Wait,
wow.
really?
Yes. So
Aren't we so glad you opened up to this page?
there's The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. Yeah, this was probably the first adaptation, I want to say, of that, which later became Haunting of Hill House. And then this writer also wrote The Turning of the Screw, which is going to be the second season of The Haunting of Hill House. And there's another film called The Innocents. There's already a film made, The Turning of the Screw, which will be the second. Anyways.
That's so cool. I'm actually friends with the producer for that second season.
Really?
Yeah. It's really cool. Shout out
Cool.
Alon.
The Haunting.
Should we keep going?
Should we? This is fun.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Let's
Okay,
keep
go
doing
for it.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna go a little more, towards the end because I'm not
1910.
of these fucking. All right, let's do it. What's this? Oh, wait, which one did I get?
Oh, this is so for me
Ooh.
and not for you.
Yeah, this is more of you.
I love this movie.
So this is 2007. It's Mexico and Spain. The movie is called The Orphanage.
Wow.
And
Yes.
who's the producer?
The producer is Guillermo del Toro.
My guy.
Director Juan Antonio Bayona. I feel like, have you showed me this movie? Have you?
You haven't seen it.
Yeah, but I haven't fully seen it, so I feel like you should probably talk about this one.
All right. This movie, it's all in Spanish.
This movie right here.
It's
Oh,
incredible. It's about this kid, Tomas, who's not like, he's kind of like he's a kid, but he's portrayed as like this like little evil being and stuff. And God, I don't even know how to go about talking about this.
Have you seen it, Angel?
It's funny because I remember you told me to watch it, and then my friend at work recently just watched it, and she was talking to me about it, and I told her how both of you guys just started telling me to watch it.
Wow.
It's so
No, I have
good.
not. Yeah, I will check it out.
It's just so good. I don't even know how to go about like. There's so much to it.
Twists?
No, so much to
Okay.
it. Like, I don't know. It's one of those movies that like I didn't watch when like it was on like Netflix or anything like that. Like I bought it to watch it because my uncle and like cousins had watched it, and they watched because like they always watch horror movies when we're at my aunt's house, my dad's side. Which we've seen all of those wrong turn whatever movies that are so stupid but so funny.
And gory.
Yeah. And so we watched that like crazy one where like I think it's like wrong turn 6 where they're like doing all these like satanic rituals. Anyways, crazy stuff because they're all super religious. So they watched and they were like, you need to watch this movie. And like when we were kids, they used to scare us like, Tomas, ahí viene Tomas, and we'd be like freaking out. I'm like, I don't know who Tomas is. Like, this isn't scary to me. And then I watched the movie and I was like, bitch, Tomas is scary.
So it's a good movie.
It's a good movie. I really like that movie.
Nice.
All right.
I'll put on my Netflix queue even though it's not on there.
I think it is.
Is it?
I think it is.
Oh,
Or
okay,
it's
for
on
sure.
Hulu or
Wait,
something.
yeah, I think I saw it on Hulu.
Oh, wait, is this Carrie?
No.
Oh, no. This is... Oh, 2008, Sweden. I've seen this one. I saw this one before I saw the U.S. adaptation. It's Let the Right One In.
Love it.
Great movie.
Love it.
So great. So if you guys don't know what it is, it's... Gosh, should I just read out of here?
Do it.
So... Let me see. It tells the tale of a lonely boy, Oscar, who befriends a centuries-old vampire, Ellie, who is trapped in the body of a juvenile, adapted by John... I can't say this last name at all. From his own novel.
Wow.
Thomas Alfredson's film differs from its source, particularly in the way the book approached the subject of pedophilia, which it is kind of...
Now
so
that
up
you
there.
bring that word up, yeah.
Yeah, because like this girl isn't really a girl; she's an old ass vampire
Wow.
hitting on this like little kid essentially. Yeah, it's wild. So anyways, Eli only tells Oscar, "I'm not a girl." However, his response barely acknowledges what she said, or perhaps he already suspects the truth and just accepts it as part of his desire to form an attachment with her. The film also approaches the more generic elements of the story cautiously. There's enough to satisfy horror fans, but Alfredson's aim was to create a drama that resonates beyond the trappings of any classical horror film.
Cool.
This is a tender coming-of-age story. It is, but it's also...
Great ending too.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Nice.
Have you seen that?
No, I need to check that out. Sounds
Yeah.
awesome.
No, yeah, when that movie came out, that was all the rage. I haven't
Yeah.
seen the US one though.
It's not as good. I definitely like the Sweden. I mean, if you really don't want to have to read subtitles, go
No,
for
I
it.
love
It's not-
subtitles.
yeah, I do too. I don't mind it, but yeah.
I'm gonna go deep back into this.
Let's do it.
To the front?
Oh, The Bad Seed. I have not seen The Bad Seed. Is a murdering child a product of her environment or just a bad seed?
Oh.
That's the question at the heart of this odd movie, based upon an even odder Broadway play. Rather than give a clear answer to its question, the story shifts in a lot of directions, from psychoanalysis to plain evil. There's this little... Should I read this?
Yeah.
It says, at the end of the film and all the promotional material, the producers urge us not to reveal anything, so let's just say that ultimately God gets the last laugh.
Oh, shit.
This is 1956 US.
That sounds so interesting.
1956.
The Bad Seed, yeah. I
That
remember...
sounds so crazy interesting.
I feel like these movies would be like in Shudder or something.
They're absolutely
Yeah.
on Shudder. We got Shudder.
Yes, you guys got Shudder.
Yeah.
Well, no, and then
Oh.
we didn't get it
Yeah,
again.
we didn't get it. Why
Because we
didn't
just,
get it?
I don't know. We couldn't afford it at the time. I think we were like really
Probably,
struggling.
no, we were like fucking
We
We were
hella
struggling. But I think we can get
No,
Shudder again.
Shudder. If
Damn.
you know, there's this little picture going around social media that says, put better horror movies on Netflix and just get Shudder.
Just get Shudder. Yeah, Shudder,
Shudder
has
has
everything.
Classics to modern.
Yeah.
There's a lot of exclusive content on there.
That's the thing too. Shudder was originally FearNet. Did you ever watch that
Yes.
TV network? That was my favorite TV network when I didn't have cable. 'Cause that
Mhm.
was
And then on demand, you could just watch the movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
FearNet was my shit. And then when it turned into like something else for a while.
I think it was like Crypt TV or
Yeah,
something
Crypt
like that.
TV, and then Crypt TV like ended, and now Crypt TV is actually a YouTube like channel or whatever now. Damn, I have to feed the dog some CBD. Fuck. But yeah, when FearNet and Crypt TV
FearNet,
were
yeah.
gone.
Dude.
So good. I don't know why they stopped like funding, I guess. But
Most likely.
it was so. But I mean, now Shudder.
You could
came out
like
of it.
go on FearNet's site and just watch movies for free.
Yeah.
I watched, yeah. That was the spot.
Wow.
But
There was-
Shudder
Yeah. Shudder
has taken over.
Yeah, and it's what? How much a month?
It's worth it. It's maybe like $6.99.
Yeah.
Let's see, because I know we
$7.99.
were gonna do like a whole year for like $50 or something.
I remember that, yeah. We were like, let's try it out first, and then I remember we just didn't even get it.
Yeah,
Shudder
just that's all you need.
Yeah.
subscription. Let's see.
Should we do one more round?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Last one. Let's see.
The real horror story:
go
fireworks
in the
after
middle.
the 4th of July,
I'll
and
go
your
right
dogs
in
are
the middle.
scared.
In the hood.
Right in the fucking middle. In the hood, yeah.
This is the nice hood though.
This is the nicer side of the hood.
Wait,
This was browsing.
Hey, oh, you picked Scream again,
No,
did you
I
not?
didn't.
Oh.
So this is the one that I picked out. Is called Death Dream, 1974. It's Canada, U.S., and the U.K. Never heard of this one, but it looks fucking awesome. Look at this. Look at that cover. That's insane.
The light's too bright, I think.
No. But what's this about? Released in fits and starts under several titles: Dead of Night, The Night Walk, The Night Andy Came Home. This movie never really had a chance to reach an audience in its own time. It is both impressive and sad that it cries out for rediscovery now. Not sure what it's about though.
Who's the director?
The director is Bob Clark.
Oh, Bob Clark. Cool.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, looks pretty fucking awesome. Look at this right here.
Yeah. I love it. They have those little...
I love that shit. Like the, like the it
Like
looks
the
all
really
fucking
terrible
yeah,
makeup.
exactly.
Yeah.
So fucking awesome. Huh.
Pass it on.
Also, there's a subscription of Shudder for $4.75 a month.
That's not bad.
But I think that's probably like one screen.
Okay.
And we were getting like 2 screens or something like that.
That's as much as you get at a latte at Starbucks.
It's true. I spent that today.
What'd you pick? What'd you pick?
Ooh, I bet it's The Ring. No. Oh my God. This one, I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
Have you seen this?
Mm-mm.
I haven't seen it, but I really want to. So it's A Tale of Two Sisters. It's from South Korea from 2003. The director is Ji Woon Kim. I hope I'm saying that right. It's based off of a Korean folktale about 2 girls who are menaced by a malicious stepmother eager to rule the family. It set a box office record as the highest grossing horror film in South Korean history. Wow. It has also impacted audiences around the globe. A Tale of Two Sisters skillfully blends elements of the Western Gothic novel with hooks recognized to audiences familiar with contemporary South Korean horror cinema, or as it has come to be known in certain circles, K-horror. Like K-pop.
K-pop.
That's fucking awesome.
Consequently, the ghosts that haunt the house in which the troubled family resides are as tragically sad as they are frightening. The dead that unrelentingly builds as the narrative develops results not from torrents of gore or a deluge of brutal images, but rather from nuances evoked by the actors' strong performances and carefully placed plot twists that never seem forced or cliched.
Dope.
So they're really great actresses.
That's awesome.
Conveyed via extended flashbacks, the film concerns the return of 2 young girls to the country house occupied by their father and his new wife from the girls' first night in the house, during which the younger sister is frightened by creaking floors and bedroom doors that seemingly open without the assistance of human hands. It soon becomes clear that strange forces may be at work. Wow.
That's one of those films I would see on like those streaming services that are kind of...
Yeah. This is a quote from the movie. It says, "As much as you hate it, I'm the only one in this world you can call mother." Got it?
Nice.
Ooh, she mean. She big mean. Yeah, but I read about that one before, and it seems so interesting. I really want to watch that.
Cool.
So that kind of like is... Since this is South Korea, I just thought about, what if North Korea has like a video library of like Oscar-worthy films that we'll never see?
That's crazy, yeah.
That are just like...
That no one will ever see
That
besides...
no one will ever see besides them.
Yeah.
What if they have... I don't know. They have... I don't know. Shout out North Korea. No, I'm just kidding.
Cut that out.
Oh, I'm going to go kind of in the front.
Alright, let's do it.
Oh, okay. Mine is from 1981.
Ooh.
An American Werewolf in London.
Oh, wow.
John Landis. What's there to say about John Landis? Other than his
MJ.
controversy. MJ?
MJ.
Oh, yeah, Thriller?
Yeah, Thriller.
He also killed someone and 2 children.
Yes, he did. No, what? This is the first time I'm hearing this.
Really?
Yeah, I never heard about that.
All right. During the filming of the Twilight Zone movie, it was John Landis, Joe Dante, Steven Spielberg. They all directed like their own story on the Twilight Zone movie. And then John Landis, his story was about like Vietnam or whatever. And then the scene he was shooting was the main character rescues 2 little Vietnamese children from like the war or something. So he's carrying them on his arms while he's walking through like a lake, and then the helicopters are right on top trying to like stop them. And then rumor has it he kept saying, "Oh, bring the helicopters down, blah blah blah. We need more explosives, more explosives." And then the helicopter rotor melted. Then the helicopter dropped into the pond and just decapitated the main actor and just killed the 2.
I'm reading about it right now.
Mm-hmm.
No
There's videos on
way.
YouTube. Yeah, so that's John Landis.
Are those my dogs going crazy?
No, they're good. Dude, that's insane.
Yeah,
man.
it's really messed up. And also, the parents were on set when this happened,
Oh god.
and he also breached like this state law where the children can't film after night.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of just paid them under the table, and they told him, "Don't tell the firefighters. Don't tell the firefighters." And so yeah, the movie still exists, but he kind of.
There's none of the actual scenes made it into the film.
Mm-hmm. So I had the
Wow.
movie, and I met Joe Dante, and I had him sign it.
Oh no
Yeah.
way.
So
Oh
it's
my
crazy.
gosh. Dude, I wonder if they got that on film.
Yeah, it's on
There's
YouTube.
videos.
It's on. I don't know if I
Yeah.
want to watch that, man.
It's on there.
Why is that? I don't understand YouTube sometimes. Like they restrict some videos,
Mm-hmm.
like some dumbass shit, and then like
They show that.
yeah, they show that kind of stuff.
Probably because technically there's no blood. I don't know. But yeah, they said his head flew off, that the coyotes took it, and so it took a while to find like the actor's head.
Oh my gosh, bro.
But he's in the
Oh my
movie.
god.
Are you watching it?
Yeah.
That's insane, man. I honestly had no clue about that.
Yeah, John Landis, dude. This is a live reaction.
There's so much.
Fuck.
That's crazy. I don't know if you guys want to see
You
this.
can't
yeah.
really
Mm-mm.
see much actually afterwards.
So that's just a fucking disaster that just happened.
Yeah,
huh?
on set.
Yeah.
And then after that, Steven Spielberg broke his relationship with John Landis. And he was going to do... Steven Spielberg was going to do like another, like, a story that was a little more adulty for the Twilight Zone movie. Instead, he just did Kick the Can, which was just like a... Instead, it was just like a feel-good story about, like, retirement home or, like...
Dude, that's like
Yeah, that's just so
insane,
dis-
bro.
yeah.
So sad.
And we
Wow.
took a picture with him, remember?
We did take a picture, and
Yeah.
his son took the.
And then his son came out to be an asshole. Everyone's coming out saying he's a predator.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you can't see anything besides the thing landing and then they're in the water. That's so sad.
So all those people died.
Yeah,
Wow.
they're gone.
Wow, and you see them like rushing to them.
You could
That's-
just read up on it. I think they took him to court, and then he
Yeah, they
found
did.
a loophole that.
Yeah, he wasn't guilty.
Mm-hmm.
And wow, where are the kids buried?
That is insane, man. Wow.
Anyways, American Werewolf in London.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so nuts, you guys.
They
Like,
did a maze of that, huh?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I liked it.
Yeah, it was a good maze.
I
One
love
of my
that maze.
favorites.
See, I love mazes like that. Like, just fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's one of the greater with the Howling werewolf films.
Yeah.
Because I really love the Howling.
Nice.
sorry, I'm still reading on this because it's so interesting.
Yeah, it's
to
so
me.
interesting.
Yeah.
You can go on forever. There's like books about it.
Wow. I'm pretty sure there's like documentaries about it too, huh?
I
Or,
tried
like-
looking for them.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Crazy.
it's maybe once John Landis passes, they'll probably actually go in depth with it. Because I don't
Yeah.
think he'd sign off on any of that.
Oh hell no. Out of respect to the families too, probably. I
Oh yeah, for
imagine.
sure.
Well, the
You know.
parents were testified against him, and they still.
I
didn't
think they
charge-
give him a sum of money.
I'm sure they do. Yeah. That's crazy, man.
I mean, the kids got paid. I'm just kidding. The mom got paid. Yeah, it's trash.
100%.
And a big name of like the Twilight Zone. Everyone knows the Twilight Zone.
71 witnesses were brought to talk.
Wow.
That's
crazy.
so insane.
Mhm.
It's so crazy to me.
And the Blu-ray's out of print. I'm not sure if it'll ever go back into print.
Bro. You have it?
Yeah, signed by Joe Dante.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's insane, bro.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting too.
It's
so,
your
like,
horror lesson.
Yeah, my heart feels so heavy. Like, that's such a shitty way to go out for kids. I mean, like, older people, whatever, you lived a life, but kids?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. That's insane.
I wonder if they still film action scenes like that till this day.
I'm sure.
Think so? Not like CGI'd out.
And that was
nowadays.
definitely enough fucking fire and explosions.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't even see anything that was happening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he tried to go over the top.
Overboard.
He reached.
Yeah.
He was 36 years old when that happened. So crazy. Okay, I'm over it now. I'll stop talking about it now.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right.
Well,
Let's go get Shudder now.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shouts out, sponsor us.
And they have their own recommendations, so you could just read the synopsis.
Oh, great
We're
stuff.
good, huh?
All right, cool. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm
Really
excited
enjoyed
to be with you guys once again.
Hell
Yeah, hopefully this all goes well.
And I'll see you guys soon.
Yes,
Yeah,
you will.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Cool.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
All right.
High fives.
Go Clippers.
Hey, go Clippers. Hey, we got Clipper Nation in the building. 2019, 2020 champions.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Shit,
I'm a
we're
Laker
calling it
fan, but I'm really excited for what's coming to Los Angeles.
No, I have no hate for anyone. I want everyone to do good.
I don't know anything about
a true
baseball.
a true LA kid, dude.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Peace.
Peace. Tom
Peace out,
DeLonge can't be
everybody.
wrong.
Later.